Fortnite's Week 5 quests just got released and they're fairly easy to complete. You can chain a lot of these challenges together and get them done in a few games. So let's go ahead and get right through them. Collect a portafort and a Ripsaw Launcher in a single match. The challenge tells you there's a specific spot on the map that can guarantee you both of the items, but you don't necessarily have to go there. The portafort and the Ripsaw Launcher are fairly common items, so you can find them in chests and ground loot, and if you find these two items at Reality Falls, it'll actually make it easier for the next following challenges. Deploy a portafort and deal damage to opponents within 30 seconds. After deploying the portafort, you need to deal 50 or more damage within those 30 seconds to an opponent, but technically you could just throw the portafort anywhere and then start damaging an opponent that you can see, since it doesn't technically say that you need to be inside of the portafort for the challenge to work. However, if you do decide to be inside of the portafort and then start shooting from the higher position, you can get another challenge done early and hopefully maybe done at the same time, which is to deal damage with the DMR to opponents from above, doing a total of 500 damage. Collect floating rings near Reality Falls. There's 5 rings to collect here, and assuming that you decided to grab the portafort and the Ripsaw Launcher from Reality Falls, you should already be in this area. There's a floating ring inside the hole of the reality tree, one near the bottom of the reality tree near the roots, another one at the end of the tree branch here at the top that leads to this mushroom area, and then 2 more just in eyesight over to the right. The easiest way to get these rings is just by constantly using the reality tree and bouncing off the mushrooms to fly into the sky and then hover through the rings to collect them. Destroy giant mushrooms with the Ripsaw Launcher. You need to destroy 8 of them, and assuming that you're still holding the Ripsaw Launcher from the beginning of the video and still in Reality Falls, this should be an easy one since there's an abundance of giant mushrooms around here. Just make sure to stay within the relative area and not stray too far off, otherwise some of the mushrooms that you guys do decide to destroy might not actually count to destroy them because you're too far from Reality Falls. Visit Reality Falls, Tilted Towers, and Shuffled Shrines. This one's pretty straightforward and is a good rotation from completing the previous 3 challenges and moving towards the next 2 locations. So getting up to the reality tree, bouncing on a mushroom, and then flying into the sky, fly towards Tilted Towers and grab a vehicle on the way, then drive all the way to Shuffled Shrines, and there you can get them all done in a single match. Hopefully your circles help you out. Deal damage to opponents within 10 meters with the Charge SMG. You'll need to deal 500 damage within 10 meters for this challenge, but there's actually a trick to making this one a lot easier. If you don't end up finding any real opponents to fight while holding that Charge SMG, you can actually shoot at wolves as they count as opponents that they can actually go aggro on you. And for the last challenge, it's to deal DMR damage to opponents from above. So for this last one, you'll also need to deal 500 damage, but from an elevated position on your opponent. But just like the last challenge I mentioned, you can also do the same trick where you can also damage wolves, and this will also count as damage for the challenge. And so that's all 7 challenges for this week. I'll see you guys next week for week number 6 or any other challenges or updates that happen here on Fortnite. Be sure to like and subscribe for more Fortnite content and tips, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Arts out.